dear student at home, my name is Muhammad Mutawakkil, a teacher from Dr. Amina Government Girls College, Birnin Kebbi. I'm also really welcomes you to these e-learning tutorials which organized by the Kebbi State Ministry of Education in collaboration with Kebbi State Ministry of Information and Communication Technology. And I am going to teach you physics. Our today's topic is combustion of units. In our previous lesson, we discussed about combustion of unit of length, which is meter, where we look into the different classifications of meters. As we all know that meter is a unit that is used for measuring distance, length, or displacement. I hope you are with me. Last time we discussed about different classifications of meter and different combustion of meters, where we said that meter are classified into various classes. One, we have millimeters, we also have centimeters, we have decimeters, which is less than a meter. After that, we have a meter. As we all know that meter is our standard unit for measuring length, or we can simply call it as System International, SI unit. Then after meter, we also have what we call a decameter, hectometer, kilometer, and others. As I told you last time, we are going to stop at kilometer, though we have different classes of meters after kilometer. We are going to stop at kilometer. And we can use that classes and convert kilometer to meter, millimeter to meter, centimeter to meter, and any class to meter to any class. Then today we are going to look at combustion of, let's say, time. Students at home, I hope you all know what we mean by a time. Time is a quantity that is used to express or to describe the moment of event. That moment such as before, now, and after. It is only by that time we can express such moment. And after that, time, as any given quantity, has its own unit for measuring it. We have a standard unit which is second. Viewers at home, I believe and I hope you all know what we mean by second, because we are all dealing with a time in our day life activity. When we say second, second is a unit that is measuring a quantity of time. And also, we have different classifications of that second, as we are having in the unit of length. We use second to describe an hour, to describe a minute, to describe a day, to describe a year, to describe any given moment. Now, let us define time first. Time is the quantity that is used to express and it has a unit called second. Second is the unit of time, as I told you. And this second has different classifications. We have what we call millisecond, we have decisecond, we have even nanosecond, we have after second, we have a minute, we have an hour, we have a day, we have a year, we have a week, and we have a month. All those quantities or those units was derived from second. Let us look at the classification. Classification of second. Now, number one, as I told you, we have many small fractions of a second, like nano, micro. That one is no longer used at this level because we cannot even, we cannot even express the nano of the second. We are going to start with a second. After second, we have what we call minute. After minute, we have what we call an hour. After hour, we have, let's say, day. After day, we have week. After week, we have, let's say, month. After month, we have year. After year, we have decade and we have century. Let us write it down. Decade, we have century. So those are the classifications of a seconds we have. Now, let us symbolize our unit for us to have an easy. Second has a symbol of S, while a minute have a symbol of M, an hour have a symbol of H. A day, let us symbolize it as let's say D. Week, let's say W. M, so let's say capital M for month, because this one is small m. A year, let us say Y. Then decade, let's say D. So let us use capital D for decade. Then the century, let us say C. So if these ones are the classifications of the second. Now, we need to know the conversion of these classifications. The reason why we have so many classifications here is if we want to measure a moment in a very short range, we can use second or minute. If we can use to measure a moment in a very wide range, we cannot use second, minute, or hour, whereas we can only use a year. For instance, if someone asks you, what is your duration, or what time do you cover in your whole life? If, assuming maybe you are 20 years old, you cannot simply narrate it in a second or minute. It is easy for you to narrate it in either year. Year is in standard form. You can even narrate it in a month. Now, let us see the conversions. Conversions. We have second. We can say 60 second will make only 1 minutes. Next, we have 60 minutes will make 1 hour. And we have 24 hours make 1 day. We have 7 days make 1 week. And also in terms of week, we have 52 weeks make 1 year. In terms of days, we have 365 days will also make 1 year again. Now, if we have month again, we have 12 months. Sorry, let us start with 30 days will make 1 month. And also we have 12 months will give us 12 months will give us 1 year. Good. 12 months will give us 1 year. So if these are the conversions of our unit, now how can we convert 1 unit from one form to another form? That is the question. Assuming in an example given to you by your teacher, maybe ask you to convert 7 days to minute or to second. It means that how many seconds do we have in 7 days? Now, let us take example of that conversion. Let's say example 1. Convert let's say 52 minutes. Let us start with a minute to second. 52 minutes to second. Convert 52 minutes to second. As we all know that once we say convert or conversion means to change something from one form to another form. Now, we are going to determine how many seconds do we have in 52 minutes. As we can see from our table here, minute is greater than second. Or we can say second is less than a minute. So it means that we must have something greater than 52 in our answer, because we want to analyze the total second having in 52 minutes. As we all know that in 1 second only, in 1 minute only, we have 60 seconds. So how can we convert this form or this minute to second? Now, we are going to say solution. Now, from minute, we are going to multiply minute times second. What is the value of our minute? 52 multiplied by, okay, let me write it in a full form. Minute multiplied by second. What is the value of our minute given in the question? Is 52 minutes. Then, as we all know that 60 seconds will make 1 minute. So we are going to use multiply by 60. Now, 52 times 60. How can we get 52 multiplied by 60? 5, 2 times 6, 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. Now, 6 times 2 is 12. We have to put 2 and carry 1. 6 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 plus 1. Am I correct? Yes. 6 times 5, because 5 times 5 is 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus 1, that one we carried, is 31. Then add. 0 plus nothing, 0. 0 plus 2, 2. Nothing plus 1, 1. Nothing plus 3, 3. So it means that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 digits is 1,000. We have 3,120 seconds. In what? In 52 minutes. Here we convert 52 minutes to become seconds. We find that we have 3,120 seconds in what? In 52 minutes. This is our example 1. Example 2. Let's say that convert, or let's say calculate how many hours are we going to spend in COVID-19 outbreak. If the break is 30 days long. You know that we are now in a break of COVID-19, and all the schools are now shut as a result of that issue. And we close on, I think it was on 23rd March to 23rd April. It is 30 days long. So if we are going to spend this holiday or this outbreak in our various houses, how many hours? We know that we are going to spend 30 days. How many hours are we going to spend during the outbreak? Now, how can we combat those hours? Solution of this problem, I hope you are with me. Yes. The solution of this problem is, now in a question, we have a data of days. So we have to take our data as 30 days. Now, coming back to our table, day is the 1, 2, 3, 4. In the fourth one, go. Now we will convert day to hour. Okay, we are only looking for the hour, so we can only convert day to hour. If it is how many minutes we are going to spend, we are going to convert a days to hours to minutes. Now we are going to multiply days by hours we have in a day. Now, in a question, our data is 30 days. Therefore, it's 30 times, how many hours do we have for the whole day? Coming back to our conversions, we have 24 hours in only 1 day. So we are now dealing with 30 days. Therefore, our 30 days times 24 hours. Let's say our 30 days, this one is H, which is equals to 30, let us calculate it here, 30 times 24, 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 3, 12. We are going to put 12. 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 3, we have 6. Underline plus. Now, 0 plus nothing, 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 6 is 7. So our final answer is 720. 720 is what? Is it days, hours, minutes, or seconds? We convert our days to hours. So this means that we have 720 hours. I hope you are with me. This is our example number 2, where we find our answer is 700. We have 720 hours for the whole 30 days. Now, let us go to example number 3. Let's say, let's say if first term, okay, we are now on second term. Let us use second term. If the second term has exactly 14 weeks, calculate the total hours spending in the class. Okay, let us put an option. If class starts from, normally we are starting class by 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. to, we are closing at the secondary school level at 2, let's say 2 o'clock p.m. So we are now at the second term, and we all know that the term mostly reads in weeks, not in days, not in a year. The term specifically reads in weeks. If our second term has an exactly 14 weeks, maybe we resume from the first week, we are going to close at week number 14th. We want to know the total hours we are going to spend as a student in the class, regardless of time for breakfast, time for short break, and any other break. We are considering that we are starting our class, our normal class, starting at 8 o'clock a.m. to 2 p.m. So how can we know the total hours we are going to spend for the whole second term? Now, let us go to the solution of the problem. Now, we have to think. We have weeks. After weeks, we cannot say that we just go direct to the hour. On our table, before weeks, we have what we call days. After days, we have an hour. Now, we are going to count how many hours, because we are not spending the whole day in the class. We are going to count how many hours are we spending each day. How many hours are we spending each day? And this one will be an assignment to you as a result of a time factor. Next class, we are going to submit that assignment. You have to submit that assignment via my phone number, either text message or WhatsApp of 070 67 30 84 60. And still remain Muhammad Mutawakil, a teacher teaching physics. But don't forget that we are on the issue of COVID-19. Please, I want you to manage yourself for staying at home. Wash your hands with hand sanitizer, soap, or any form of detergent as a protection against this COVID-19.